Everyone fears the Joker. But what if I told you he didn't start as a monster? What if we made him one? In a city filled with noise and chaos, there was a man who lived in silence, Arthur Fleck. Every morning he painted a smile on his face and went out to make people laugh. While inside, he was falling apart. Arthur wanted to be kind, to make people happy, to be seen. But the world doesn't reward kindness, it punishes it. He wasn't evil, he was simply too sensitive for a world that doesn't care. Every insult, every rejection, every time someone laughed at him instead of with him, a small piece of him died. And in psychology, when a person loses their sense of worth for too long, the pain becomes their identity. They no longer try to be loved, they just want to be noticed. Arthur didn't need medicine, he needed a single human being to listen. But instead, every door closed on him. The doctor didn't care, the system ignored him, and society mocked him. That's when the Joker was born, not as a villain, but as a mirror reflecting what happens when we abandon people who are quietly breaking. That famous dance on the stairs? It wasn't a celebration of madness. It was a funeral for the man who tried to stay good in a cruel world. But this story isn't unique. We've seen it again, in fiction and in real life. Think of Walter White from Breaking Bad, a simple teacher, underpaid, humiliated, trying to protect his family. The system failed him too. And step by step, decision by decision, a man who once wanted to do good turned into someone he no longer recognized. The same happens in our world every day. Good people crushed by rejection, ignored by society, slowly transforming into the very thing they once feared. And that's the terrifying truth. Every Joker starts as a good man that no one helped. But here's the part we often forget. Madness is preventable. If Arthur had someone who truly saw him, a community that gave him purpose, or even one safe space to express his pain, the Joker might never have existed. The real cure isn't pills or therapy alone, it's connection. So if you ever feel invisible, unheard, or broken, remember this. Your pain doesn't have to turn into rage. You can turn it into art, words, action, anything that gives it meaning. Talk to someone, write, create. Don't let your silence become your mask, because the moment you're understood, even once, the monster inside you loses its power. From a philosophical view, the Joker asks us a chilling question. Does evil come from within, or do we build it through neglect? Maybe the truth is both. The Joker isn't terrifying because he's insane. He's terrifying because he's honest. He forces us to face a truth we hide every day, that behind every smile you see on the street, there might be someone one step away from breaking. The Joker isn't a legend about crime, he's a warning about what happens when compassion dies. So maybe the real question isn't, who is the Joker? But how many of us are becoming him quietly every day?